Southern Canadian coins in with a ICCS graded coin collection that I have. I've had this coin collection and been accumulating it for almost 2 years now, and it's almost complete. So basically, this is going to be from 1968 all the way down to 1930. There's some spots that I do not have yet, but that's only a few. So I'm going to start with the recent ones, and I'm going to go into the oldest. So here is a 1967 SP66 Cameo. And it's a stunner of a coin. It's got that really nice fields. So that's that one. I don't have a 66 yet. I was going to get one, but I got a refund on eBay because the seller apparently said it took too long. So here's a 65, and this one's MS65. I actually got this one for a pretty good steal. Wasn't that bad of a price, actually. Here is a 64 Proof Lake 66 Cameo. And it's really nice, like you could tell like it's pretty much like Cameo just by this position alone. Like it's pretty nice. So that's the 64. Here's a 63 MS65. Sorry for the glare and stuff like that. It's just from the plastic. And I'm not going to be cutting these out because eventually I will get them all graded as time goes by. So here's a 62 Proof Lake 66. This one is in Cameo, so I do agree with a lot of these grades. Like ICCS is pretty harsh when it comes to their grading. Like if they see something that they don't like and they know it's going to get a grade under, then they'll give it that grade. Here is a 66, 61. These are all really nice coins. That one is not a Cameo. Here's a 60 MS64. I try to get the best examples that's out there. I try to get either blast white or beautifully toned coins. Like, so we're gonna be here a while, guys. So here is a 66 Proof Like 1959. I actually like the toning in this one. It's got more of like a darker brown toning. Try to bring it up a little closer without trying to lose focus. So now this one's a really nice one. I think you guys are gonna like. This one's MS64 1959, but it's a heavy Cameo. It's really nice. Like 58s are pretty a little bit difficult to find. It's got beautiful fields. So that's the 58. Here's a 57 Proof Like 65. I was going to get a 66, but unfortunately one of the sellers on eBay scammed me. He said, oh, eBay's going to give you a refund, and I'm like, I know you got the money because it said you got paid, so you can stop lying to me and refund me sooner or later because I paid taxes on it, and I could report you to the CRA considering you're claiming taxes on your products and not owning up to your end of the bargain, and there's no way of me really even contacting eBay. So yeah, And this one's really nice. I have to be a little careful because this flip is actually more of a harder kind, so I don't want to basically end up destroying it by opening up too much. Here's a 56. I think I paid like $18 for this one. And this one is MS64. It's kind of funny because this one actually went up a little bit. Went up like a couple bucks from last year. I got this one for a pretty decent price in my personal opinion, especially when they look like this. And somebody paid $10 to get that graded. So now here are two different 55s. This one is an MS64, because I find 55 and 54 to be a little bit more difficult to find. Here is one that I only paid, I think, like after taxes, like $48, $49, and this coin in this grade is worth a lot more, considering that is a proof like 1955 heavy Cameo. Like, you can't get better than that. You can get ultra heavy Cameo, but those are expensive, and it's really nice. I've had these for a little while now. I'm glad I got that one for a steal. Literally, the seller posted it. I was looking through periodically, and I ended up getting it the moment he listed it. So here is a proof like 66 1954 quarter. One of the key dates, considering it's a pretty low mintage, and finding 54s proof like is really extremely rare, considering that there's like only a few thousand sets created. So that's the 54. Now here is one variant. I don't have the other one. This one's a more difficult one. I actually got this for quite a bit of a steal. I think I only paid like $15, $20 for it. It is a MS62 small date. Pretty nice quarter, I would say. Here are two variations of the 54. I mean, not the 54, 52. This one is the high relief MS64, and these are pretty difficult to find. Like, it took me a while to find one, and when I found one, I won it in the bidding war. I was the only person that bid on it. I paid like half the price of like what it was worth. So it's a really nice coin. And here is a low relief MS63. I love these. Now that we're getting into the Georgies, here is a high relief 1951 MS63, beautifully toned too. It's got like nice reds, nice browns, stuff like that. It's always nice having coins like this. Here's a 1950, and sometimes coins won't even have that cartwheel effect because the dies can become so polished. Here's MS63, 1950. You can somewhat see it a little bit, but because of that die polish on some of these King George coins, it doesn't really show. It does show on this side a little bit, but it's a really nice coin. Here is a 49 MS63. Kind of funny. The seller sent me two of these, and I was like, why do I have two 1949s? Until he realized he sent me the wrong one, and then I ended up sending it back because I'm legitimate. I don't like scamming people. having some honest and integrity, being a coin collector, earns people trust. So don't break that trust, and people will love you. Here is a 1948 MS63. See the recurring theme? I'm trying to create a master set. It looks kind of nice when you can pair it up with the one coin that I got yesterday, the 48 $half, which is pretty sweet to have both of these side by side. So that is the 48. There's 3 different variations of the 47. I don't have the dot variation, but I do have the plain and maple leaf. This is the maple leaf, MS62. Technically speaking, a little bit of history, from what I recall, the 47 maple leaf was actually minted in 48, but in order to decipher them from the other ones, they put a maple leaf beside it until they changed the dies. Here's a true 47, is what I call them, because it's the plain, and these are actually a lot more lower mintage than the 47 maple leaf, so they're kind of a little difficult to find for a decent price. It's a pretty nice coin. It's got a little bit of toning around on the side of it. Here is a 46. I mean, 46, MS63. Kind of having a little bit of brain fart right there. Funny little story about this. I thought the one lady destroyed this packaging because, one, she was ramming it into my mailbox, and that happened to be one of the coins that was in there. And I called Canada Post and made a huge complaint. I was like, yeah, no, I don't like that. Don't destroy my packages, and don't try to ram something that's, worth well over $100. But here's MS63, 1955. Might get a better one than this one someday, but overall it's still a nice coin. Here is 1944 MS62. Here's a 1943, and this one's awesome. It's got like that shotgun toning around the edges, and when you flip it over, it's got that beautiful brown toning. This is probably one of my favorite ones, even though it's kind of a common quarter. It's got that nice toning to it. Here's a 1942. Kind of looks like there's a little bit of scratches, but I looked over it and it's actually not scratches. It's actually from dye polishing. Basically what happens is when the presses come down, they'll wipe them over and wipe them so many times, and that causes dye polishing. I looked at it under loop, and the scratches don't continue. They only continue at the low points. So pretty cool. Now, this one isn't an ICCS, but it is a CCCS holder. No, I did not pay $35, but it is a 1941 quarter. MS62. Here's a 1940 MS63. Here is a 1939. Here's a 1939 38, and this is one of my favorite ones, and a 62. This one might not be blast white, but I paid a pretty good price for it, so not a bad coin at all, I would say. And this one's AU 55. I'll eventually upgrade this one, but this one is a 1937. There's actually another variation of the 1937. There's a double HP version, but I have not seen that one come up for sale that often. I'd like to find one someday, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever find that variation. Okay, so now we pass through all of that. Now it's time to go into a mixed match of stuff that is ICCS, but quarters that are from King George V. So here is a 1936. There's 3 variations of this. There's the 36 dot, and I'm pretty sure the 36 bar. And well, there could be a 4th one. I had to look a little bit more into that. But I know the dot version is actually extremely rare. The reason why they put a dot on it, on the bottom of it, is to indicate, I'm pretty sure, his death. He died in 36. Here is a AU 50 1935, and as they get older, they get more difficult to find. Higher the grade, more money these things are worth. I got this pretty sure for like $130, $140. I'd have to look up my history. But here's one that's not in a holder, but I did get this one a long time ago. It's not graded. I would assume it's probably about AU 50. But here's a 1932 quarter. It's got some nice feel. It's got a little bit of a spot there, but it is a nice quarter. I haven't taken it out for a while. My dealer sold me that, and they're quite difficult to find. So, and I do not have a 34 or 33 or 31 yet, but here's an extremely fine 40, 1930. I only paid like $65 from this, and this was actually my very first ICCS holder, and I actually got it from my coin dealer. I was like, would you take 65? And he's like, oh yeah, I would. It's pretty cool. I don't know if it's extremely fine 40. See like how harsh they can be on the grade? It's like, there's no way. Like, this should have got 35 or even 50. Like, it's still got lots of luster on it. Like, but I'm not the grader. I'm not a master at grading, so basically, that was it. My massive ICCS quarter collection, and it's still growing. I actually have some 50-cent pieces I'll eventually go through, and I also have a few more interesting finds too. So this is an update to my ICCS quarter, but before I go, somebody actually had a 50-cent coin at my work today, and I got this back in change. So I said, oh, I'll take it. If the banks won't take it, I'll take it. I'll just swap it out when I buy something at work. So this is 2005 P 50-cent piece. It came from a set, and he told me that it wasn't because he took it out. And here is another coin. Here's a 2022 P, and it's one of the new Maya Angelo or something like that quarter, and it's a really nice design. I love this design. I think they did a really good job on it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this pretty long video of me showing off my coins. That's just one of the aspects of my collection. Many other stuff, some stuff that I haven't showed off in a while, and probably start getting to that, considering that now that I'm getting a little bit of subscribers and stuff like that. So, this is Southern Canadian Coins. I'm glad you guys watched this. Hopefully you guys subbed and liked this video, and stay tuned for more videos down the road. You know the famous catchphrase from here on out now. Happy hunting.